articulate.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Coffee with Classy. I had a great time last week hanging out with Cameron and Trevor and having this little thing to sit behind and something to lean on and something to cover up. I'm working on it, all right? I'm working on it.
Here's a six-pack. It's just in the cooler.
It's in the cooler. That's right. So, but yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in last week. That was awesome. Cameron, again, thank you very much for coming out and bringing us all coffee and donuts and telling everybody about insurance and all that fun stuff. So, and again, if you were watching last week, we got a little surprise for you at the end of the video today. But hey, today what we're going to talk about is, the sad state of winterization. We do have a few winter storage spots left, so anything that we do to tell you today is something we will do to your motorcycle, and more, because like at the end of the day, if there's something that your motorcycle needs now, get it done now. Get it done in the fall, so next spring, you're not telling me that you got a ride this weekend and my tire's bald and I need a new tire. If your tire's bald in the spring, your tire's bald now, right? So it's just one of those things that we just like to make sure that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
I like that.
Did I say that right?
I like that, yeah. I like that.
Every once in a while, I like to do normally I screw those up. So
that was well done.
We did that.
Well
So
done.
anyway, we let the cat out of the bag. This morning's special guest is Kenny the Tech. We
guys.
are going to talk about
Winterization of your motorcycle.
Yeah, I don't really need to say much. Kenny's going to be all right. So, Kenny, let's go over some steps of, like, let's say you're taking care of your motorcycle.
That one?
That one right over there.
Okay.
The Beauty Cream and Green.
Okay.
If you're taking care of your bike, let's say you don't work here, but you do have a good mechanical base knowledge, and you want to do your own service, what would you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, when it comes to winter storage, it's one of those things where you got to take the bullet, you got to get it done. You start off with an oil change. You got to get that old oil out, get fresh oil in, without getting too into it. Part of the combustion cycle in your motor will leave deposits that can be caustic and acidic and start eating stuff from the inside of your motor out. So it's always best to always change your oil before the season ends. This way it's ready to go for storage. So get that done. We have all of that here for you. We can do kits for you, so you can do all 3 fluids in your Harley. If you're riding a metric, we can help you out with that as well. We carry all types of high flow metric filters as well as Harley Davidson filters. After you've done your oil change, we always recommend that it's a good thing to throw a little bit of fuel stabilizer into your gas tank before you put it away for storage. Reason being is because fuel nowadays is garbage. Everybody's heard of oxidization and they think of rust. Well, fuel will do the same thing, except instead of rusting, it just turns bad and goes to varnish into your tank and plugs your injectors or your carb. It's never good. So you want to make sure that your gas tank is absolutely full to the brim, and you want to come in and you want to see one of our girls here, Haley or Shar, and ask them for a bottle of Staratron. Basically what this does is it creates a barrier layer between the top of your fuel and the atmosphere that the oxygen can't get through, so it can't oxidize your fuel, so your fuel will be fresh and ready to go in the spring when you want to fire your bike up.
You telling me this isn't a 5-hour energy?
That is not a 5-hour energy, Josh. Do not drink that again.
Okay.
Remember what happened last time.
Okay, I won't.
Gotcha.
I won't. Perfect.
So, now you've got your oil done, your fuel is stabilized. Next thing you want to take care of is you want to wash it. You want to get that road grime off because you don't know what's been on the streets. You don't know what kind of rain's been hitting your bike. Yes, we do still have acid rain. It is still a thing. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought the ozone layer fixed itself.
I mean, sometimes, right?
Okay.
But yeah, give her a wipe down, give it a clean. This way in the spring, it's clean. You don't have to worry about all those dry, dead bugs that I know you long distance riders come in and your motorcycles are caked more in bug than paint. So get all that stuff off. It's no bueno. Your bike will be thanking you in the spring, nice and clean, and you can show off to tell Josh, hey, look how clean my bike is compared to yours, because Josh's bike is currently covered in bugs.
Yeah, that's right. And another thing to point out about cleaning your bike, it's not just to make it shiny and stuff. It's so you can actually take a good close look at your motorcycle. So if you're doing your forks and you notice you have a little oil on your fork seals, or if you're, your engine brightening and you notice there's a loose wire, or there's something just your shifter linkage. Shifter linkages are something that need to be changed. So it just basically makes it go, hey, is that right? So it just makes you have a closer look at your motorcycle instead of looking at it from across the parking lot or turning around every time you get off the bike.
Exactly. I mean, you shower every day. Your bike should shower at least once a week. But, and then after that, once that's all clean, your engine is stable, or your fuel's stabilized, your engine oil is all changed, you want to make sure that you can maintain that battery all year. Batteries don't like cold. If you have a heated garage or a heated storage place where you can send your bike or have your bike taken care of, you can leave the battery in it. As long as it's climate controlled, it stays above freezing, the batteries can stay in the bike, and they do really, really well through the winter, as long as you have them hooked up to a tender. Some of you guys remember we talked about tenders last year and how to check the fuses and make sure they're all good. It's pretty simple. Red goes to red, black goes to black. Plug it into your wall and it maintains your battery. If you're one of those unlucky few like myself that don't have a nice heated storage spot to go to in the wintertime, currently right now I got a couple of bikes sitting in my back shed and it's uninsulated. So as of tonight, all the batteries are coming out because batteries are still, they do technically have water in them. There is battery acid in there. That's sulfuric acid and water mixed together. So that water will freeze, it'll pop your battery and the batteries will die, and that's no bueno. So if you have the ability, we sell the straight up charger kits that plug into the bike that you hook permanently to your battery if you're not removing it. If you are removing it, if you come in and you grab a charger kit, whether it be an Optimate or a battery tender, they're both phenomenal kits. They give you 2 sets of leads. You can either get the plug-in lead or you can get the clamp-on leads that just clip to the top of your battery terminals. So back again, if you have to remove the battery from your motorcycle, have a charger, make sure that you've got the alligator clips on it so you can keep that in the basement, off of the concrete if possible, a little piece of cardboard or a little piece of scrap carpet to keep your battery up. And that'll maintain your battery all year, and then springtime comes around, your oil's done, fuel's stabilized, bike is clean, battery's charged, throw that in and enjoy your 2 wheels.
The only other thing I would add to that is just basically if it's going to be outside or in a dusty area,
yes,
cover
very
it up.
good.
You know what? It's one of those, unless you want to, it's not hard to peel the cover off if you want to have a look at it and things like that, but it's just out of sight, out of mind, away from kids, away from all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
So, but it's not a bad idea just to keep it covered and things like that. So, well, geez, Kenny, that was really good.
So can I just show this part? So this is your battery tender, goes to the battery directly. This is the one that I prefer. I think this is the one we all run in the shop, just because the clips are kind of like fumbly. Yeah. You can knock them off. This is also kind of like I don't know what this exact outlet is called, but it is kind of universal in the sense that you can attach your heated grips to this. You can attach your heated vest to that. It's kind of well known. So both battery tender and Optimate, I prefer Optimate, use the same style. So you can interchange those.
Optimates looks a little bit different, just in terms of outlet body, but they are all interchangeable. They are a male-female, grounded fused link. Pretty well. I know Char has a heated vest. Hers hooks into it. You just got a bunch of new heated equipment for your bike.
Oh, I've had some heated vests for a while. I'm waiting for the first salt. Like, I'm not putting my bike away because, like you said, I've got the little mittens that hook up to the string and the vest and everything, and you just basically, you can get the direct one, so then you add a different lead to your battery, but I just have the one that hooks into it.
Yeah, it just plugs straight in, and if you're using it while you're riding, your battery's still charging, you're pulling current off of your battery, so it's okay. They work really, really good. I've seen guys come in with 2 or 3 of these leads on their motorcycles for that specific reason. They're running, heated vests, heated gloves, and I've even seen heated pants. It's not like this is a new thing for hooking up heated gear. The power sports world's been doing it for a while, but it's tried and true. It works. It's really, really good. So for you crazy ones who like to ride, and when it's still cold out, definitely something to look into if you want to get heated gear as well.
Also, for covers, there's a difference between a dust cover and an all-weather cover.
Absolutely.
So
I learned that the hard way last year.
Did you?
I had a dust cover on my bike, and then if anybody remembers that big storm that we had, man, my bike was sitting out on the driveway under a dust cover.
Oh.
So it got a little dirty. So the all-weather covers are actually really, really good. They keep the condensation off. They keep the dust, the dirt, any kind of stuff falling and hitting your bike. So
yeah,
but it doesn't matter. Neither of those covers are good for snow. I don't know how many times I'll be driving along and I'll see there's one in Lakefield, there's a couple I see in Peterborough. I'm like, who the heck buys a motorcycle and then puts it under a cover and leaves it outside?
There was a guy on my street last year, left his bike out on the driveway with a cover and first snowfall hit, and the cover was off on the ground, and half the bike was exposed, and half the bike wasn't, and we had more snow, and I felt bad for the poor guy.
That's motorcycle abuse, and nobody condones that.
we don't like that. We don't like that.
And I'm sorry, I should have asked this earlier. Does anybody have any questions for Kenny? Again, it's like I should have primed everybody a little earlier, but anybody who's got any questions, feel free to ask. Shoot them out there. See if anything comes in the next little bit. But,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anything you guys want to ask, I might be able to help you with. Maybe I won't, but I got Trev in the back if I need any help. So
He's probably helping Bobby. He's not there. He's like, no, you don't.
there's my boy.
In the back eating a donut. Anyway, I guess while we're waiting for some questions before we go, I may as well say thank you again, Cameron, last week for sponsoring. He gave a $100 giveaway. So basically, anybody who likes and shares and basically, if you liked it, you got 1 ballot. If you liked it and shared it, you got 2 ballots. If you liked it, shared it, and commented, you got 3 ballots. So and so we tried to make it as fair as we could for everybody. I did the little draw yesterday, and the winner was Chris Simpson. So Chris, we'll send you an email just to make sure we have the right Chris Simpson
For the giveaway.
Just because, or it's a pretty generic name, so almost sounds like we made it up. But nope, that's actually. And this way,
Never thought about it.
John Doe. Anyway, so we're gonna do the same thing again. We seem to like it, but this week we're gonna do just a $25 gift card. So if you like it, you get a ballot. If you like it and share it, you get 2 ballots. If you like it, share it, and comment, you get 3 ballots. So, and it's a lot of writing for me, so I got to figure out a better way for that. Maybe Mike, while you're up there on the live stream, you can help me out with a more efficient Excel or some interesting way to do that. But I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody who shared the video last week. We've got some awesome coverage, and it's that time of year where we definitely have seen there's definitely less motorcycles pulling through the parking lot. We have a lot of winter storage, we have a lot of work and all that good stuff, but you know what, it's getting a little lonely around here, so this is our way that we get to actually come.
We got questions.
We got questions?
I gotta.
All right, so perfect.
Because I gotta scroll up.
Let's go.
Are Iridium plugs good in my Ultra?
I mean, it really, that's one of those things where the Iridium will do really well if you do a lot of miles, a lot of high RPM riding, 3,200 and above. Yeah, the Iridiums will be a noticeable difference for you. You get a cleaner burn, and you won't get as many. Sometimes with the Ultras you can get knock codes from misfires on 1 and 2 just from not great plugs, but the Iridiums do help with that quite a bit.
Should you have a full tank when storing your bike?
100%, absolutely. The least amount of oxygen you can have in that tank, the better.
Is it good to put steel wool in the exhaust so critters don't climb up and get in it?
I would say as long as you're sparing with the wool and you're not packing your whole muffler full of it, if you just use a little wad just at the opening, generally little rodents don't like to chew on the metal, so it works.
Oily rags will work as well.
Oily rags will work. Just gotta make sure that you clean it out before you start it, just in case you get any pooling in the bottom.
I have speed wobble when I take my hands off the bat at any speed.
Don't take your hands off the bars.
Off the bars, yeah. You have to come in for that. Can't give that information over. It's got to keep it simple here, Alan.
Let us take a look at it. It might be bearings, it might be a tire, it might be steering neck bearings. So bring it in. But generally, yeah, don't take your hands off the bars.
Do Indians need other fluid than motor oil changed in the winter?
Indian motorcycles are a unit construction motor, so unlike a Harley where you have your transmission, your primary, and your engine, Indians are just engine oil. I would recommend changing it before the storage season is finished.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome. Great. Yeah. We got some questions. So, again, guys. Oh, hi, Stevie. Hi, Leia.
Oh, can I give one more thing before
Absolutely.
we go?
Kenny, you can give as much as you want.
So, everybody knows recently Josh and Shar and Zach and Haley were at the dealer meeting out in, where was that?
Wisconsin? Madison, Wisconsin.
They came back and told me some exciting news personally that we're getting all new Custom Dynamics and ProBeam boards. I currently just put a new ProBeam taillight on my bike, and I can't stress how nice that light is for the fact that it's bright. Anybody can see it, especially if you're a lot of those guys that like to ride in the dark. Being visible is so important. Those new taillights, you got to come in, talk to Shar, talk to Haley.
Lifetime warranty on them too.
Get yourself a full set of ProBeam front and rear. I tell you what, you won't regret it. You'll be able to see where you're going. People will be able to see you. It is for the price and what you're getting, like even Uncle Ron can testify. He ended up stealing my light, and we ended up getting him a new one. So
Beautiful. So, without any more questions, I just want to thank everybody again. This has been an absolutely awesome season. The events were great. And let's not forget that the calendar contest ends today. So get your pictures in. That doesn't mean that if you get one in on tomorrow, we're not going to charge. We're going to actually do our last check over email on Tuesday. But we've had some awesome pictures, guys. So give us your best ones. It looks like it's going to be another awesome calendar this year. We are planning our events for next year now as well. So basically, if you anybody who has hosted, we've hosted an event here for them as well. Again, we have a fantastic facility for it. Give me a call directly, and we can talk about the ins and outs of it. What we actually do is, it's just, there's so many great groups out there. You know, I'm looking at you, HD Rock. I'm looking at you, Court of Charity Riders. I'm looking at you, Riders. I'm looking at Red Rum had an awesome event here as well this year too. So coincided with our swap meet. So again, if you want to do an event again this year, we're basically the calendar. We're going to probably have it together. You know, we're probably going to be going to print. I'm going to say first, second week of November at the latest. So, you know, like I said, we try to make sure that we plan a great year of events for everybody. So if you get an opportunity and you want to host an event here, just touch base, give us a shout at the shop, and we can talk about that. So,
Will there be a Christmas party this year?
well, you know what, we are. I'm going to say that's a definite maybe.
there may be talks about it. There may be not. Who knows? You'll
So
have
it's
to
one of
wait
those
and find
things.
out.
I'm sure we will probably end up doing something. What it's going to look like, we're not exactly sure. We have some inventory things going on. We're really busy with winter storage, but yeah, you know, we're always down for a party for sure. So I'm sure there'll be
100%.
something. Yeah,
100%.
It'll be an afternoon thing, but like I said, it's like I said, stay tuned. Like I said, I'm sure we'll do something. As long as you, hey, tell us, do you want us to have a Christmas party?
Yeah. Do you want to come party with Kenny?
About having a Christmas party with Kenny. So yeah, let us know if that's
Kenny
something
be
that you're looking
Santa.
for. Then, you know, if you put a whole bunch of comments in there, well then, hey, Charlene can't say no. So, you know, it looks like we might be having a Christmas party.
Shar, when do you think the calendars are going to be ready to purchase?
Beginning of December.
Beginning of December.
Yeah, it takes about 2 weeks to run once they go to print. We're aiming for, and it depends on a whole bunch of variables. But yeah, and there is talk of us being at the bike show again to sell them this year. But the whole idea is the great thing about those calendars is we are going to be raising money in conjunction with HD Rock and Sick Kids. For those calendars again this year, it's just, you know, we give out. We used to give out thousands of them, and you know what? People still wouldn't look at them. But when people donate $10, it just seems like they're worth more at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Especially going for a good cause like Sick Kids, you know.
Exactly. So, and again, like I said, we've got time. Like there's some we're throwing some ideas. Hey, maybe we'll even do professional wrestling here next year. Who knows?
I'm in. I'm in.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're in the planning stages for next year. Get all the riding you can into you. Can't stress it enough. Heated gears, be safe. Check your tire pressure. Winterize your motorcycle properly, and
Have fun.
anything else?
I think you nailed it.
You nailed it.
Chris Simpson.
Chris Simpson, you won $100. Everybody who likes, shares, and comments on the video today will be entered into the draw. Oh, into the giveaway. We'll be choosing for a giveaway. And you know what? Even if Facebook takes this video down, you can go to YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel where every Coffee with Classy is up there, which is kind of funny because the other thing too mentioning, I figured, you know what? Me and Haley's got something. She wants to torture me and Zach and somebody from HD Rock.
You should just
Coffee with
announce.
Joe.
Yes, announce it.
Good night. I know
Well,
what's
what I
happening.
got thinking, we should do that for our 2-year anniversary special. Because we're coming up on 2 years, I think, in November for
Yes.
Coffee with Classy.
Yes.
Do you want to do that? I just need to know the date.
Well, I've figured it too. I don't know.
Yeah, figure out that date.
All right, so we'll give you a little teaser next Friday as well, like we have done. And yeah, awesome. Thank you again, guys. Have a great riding day. Have a great week, and we'll see you. Bye.